Hey, okay, so I want to run you through a little bit of the initial stuff here of how to get started on the site. So once you get your email and you get the credentials set up, you'll go to Wix. I'm already logged in. This will be the first screen you see when you log into Wix. We're just going to go up here to Manage Site, click that. It's going to bring you to this screen. You can either hit Edit Site or Edit Site right here. That will take you, I'm going to go ahead and do it just to get the next page loaded up. You see the tab opens. It's going to take a few moments to load. Well, while it's loading, I'm going to go ahead. There you go. You see it pops up. It's still in the design thing. The way you can tell it's in the design thing, very easy. You see these lines, these grid lines that are up here, being able to hover over stuff, and you see the outlines and stuff like that pop up. And then I just want to show you on this screen right now, this is really nothing to worry about. View site, connect domain, you can rename the site, duplicate it, transfer it, delete it. I actually don't think you'll have those permissions. You'll have like full access on everything else, but I don't think you'll be able to like duplicate or delete. Just some like front end or back end stuff that no one will really see, our domain, our search engine optimization, just analytics, roles, permissions, and stuff. We wanted to add new users. But mainly diving into the site, there's two ways to navigate it here. The first, when you're in design mode, you can't just click schools or superintendent. You see the drop downs here aren't coming up because it's in design mode right now. So when you're in design mode, the way that you have to move is you have to come up here to the left and you see this pages home. What you do is you click that, and then up comes a list of all of the web pages, all of the pages that comprise the website. You can see there is a bunch. Now the only one I want you worried about right now is I didn't save it. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to go to Blandy. And essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a copy of the page that I've created. So I hit duplicate. What you're going to see, it's going to pop up right here and say copy of Blandy. I'm going to name this Test Blandy Hills. Done. I'm going to go ahead and run you through this. Once you have it here, it's actually going to think that it's in the schools menu. So when you go up here to schools, if we were on the preview mode and you hovered on this button right here, all of these things would pop up, and then another one would say Test Blandy. So to keep that from happening, one, I'm going to click here and hit hide. And then I'm going to grab this page and I'm going to drag it all the way down to the bottom, way down here, and I'm going to put it right there. The reason I'm doing that, oh, you see it kind of fell. The reason I'm doing that is, one, it's hidden and we haven't linked anything to it yet. So even when the site goes live, that page won't show up on any of our pages. It's something that exists in the website, but because it's not linked to by another page, no one will ever be able to see it as long as it's down here in test. So when you log in, I want you to come down all the way down here to the bottom. I want you to select this test page, and that's the page that you can go in and you can do whatever you'd like to do on this page. You can mess around with it, you can change photos, you can mess with the design, you can feel free to do anything you want as long as you're on that test page. That's the only thing. As long as you're there, you can do anything. If you're on the real page, then that's stuff that we have to recreate there. So we don't want to do that. So close that out. You're here in your design area, or your design mode. You can scroll down, see all the stuff. You're welcome to edit everything here. You can change photos very simply. Say you wanted to change the academic photo, you just click that, change image. Up comes this screen. You can find any other image that you'd like to select and incorporate. We'll just use Miss Robinson's photo right now and then do that. Her photo comes in. Now you see when you're just putting in a photo like this, you can see how her head's cut off just above the eyebrow. Give you an idea, if you go to your crop settings here, this is your crop button. Select that. Up comes that. It's not just crop. We can zoom in We can zoom out. I can also grab the photo and I can adjust it, pull it down, I can pull it up. Can't move it side to side because the ratio isn't there, but if the picture was bigger and the box was smaller, we'd be able to do that. You know, if you had something where for whatever reason you wanted a real close-up shot or something like that, you can make that happen as well. That's all in the crop function, so you can feel free to play around in that. I'm just going to go ahead and cancel. Have it set up there because again, this is the test site, and that is kind of the first thing to do there. You can change around with the titles, you can move them around, anything you want to do, edit text. Feel free to jump in, play around with as much as you want to on this page only, and then yeah, just play around. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you run into any issues. You're pretty tech savvy, I sense, so I think you're going to be able to pick up on this stuff pretty easily. But definitely play around only again on the Test Blandy page. And then let me know if you have any questions or anything. Future reference up here on the top right, you'll have your save. If you want to run through the site and click it and just kind of get a feel for what the site will be like. We're in preview mode right now. We're on our test page, which doesn't exist. So we're going to go to, I'm not going to go to home right now because it's got the video set up on a light page. But you can run through the site here by clicking preview just as if you would on the internet. The only issue is it's not an actual website yet. So the back button that you would normally use to navigate up here doesn't work. So if I'm at this screen and I go to Blandy's website, while you're in preview mode, the only way to get back to Blandy's website or back to the schools page isn't through the back button. You have to hit the schools for right now. When the site goes live, obviously the back button functionality will come in, but for right now in preview, it just doesn't work that way. On this copy page that we set up, I can't get back to it unless I go into design. All the links and everything should still remain the same. When I copied it over, it copied everything. So all of these links, all of these to partners in education should go back to the real pages that we've created. So keep in mind when you're messing around on the test pages, what you see right here on this page is the only test page. If you were to click and go to the partners link, which I'm sure is still live, once you get to any other page outside of that, that's the actual live page. So we want to make sure that we're very, very careful that we're not making any changes. Thankfully, there is an undo button up there. And then thankfully as well, these things are really, really easy to make changes to. So we can do pretty much anything very, very quickly. Sorry to be micromanaging everything, but I want to make sure that this close to the launch, everything stays in a very, very good place until we can get things up and running, get everyone trained. If you have any questions, just let me know. Hope you have fun playing around with it, and yeah, just let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.